As a traffic engineer, I'm in a situation where I need to upload an update to a configuration. The relevant controller is already established within a city. As a part of the configuration, the new patterns for switching the intersection traffic lights will enter the controller. We call such a sequence of patterns a signal program. I prepared one new signal program in our application Yutraffic Office. So I am ready to send it to the controller using the dedicated IP address. The signal program is part of the configuration file with the extension SXA. If I want to send this file to a remote controller, it only takes a few steps here in the Yutraffic Office. First, pressing the transfer button. Then, in the following dialog, enter the parameter IP address, the name, which is predefined, and the password for the given controller. It is necessary to mention that access to the controller is always provided in connection with a specific project. This access to upload the given intersection to the prepared controller is granted by the relevant authorities. Yutraffic Office itself is therefore not a guarantor of such authorization. Eventually, I can decide if to supply all the configuration's components or just to make a partial supply where only a certain configuration areas will be considered for sending. Basic supply is the area where a signal program belongs. Finally, I confirm the dialog and I am soon redirected to my preset type of internet browser where the web interface of the controller opens automatically. Here I can see confirmation that my configuration has been successfully accepted by the controller and the signal program can then be run at the intersection. But what if I made a mistake in the configuration process? Would I still be able to check the difference before and after I did the changes? Would I have the opportunity to find out that the data in the controller, specifically the signal programs, are identical to the ones I see in the application? Can I somehow resolve my uncertainty whether I chose the wrong file by mistake or perhaps I forgot to save the required changes before starting the transfer process? Yes, there is a solution, and it is called SX Comparison Tool. This application is executable directly from the Configuration tab in Yutraffic Office. Within this tool, I can compare the data I have here with those that are already in the controller. The intersection on which I'm working is automatically selected as the source file. This tool can be also used independently, and then it would be necessary to enter an SXA file somewhere on my computer for this parameter. And as another parameter, I can enter the IP address of the controller I use, so it will be then possible to read its configuration and use it directly for comparison. Alternatively, it would also be possible to select an SXA file somewhere on my computer for this parameter. But this situation requires the scenario mentioned earlier. Therefore, if the resulting comparison does not find any differences, everything is fine, and I can rely on the correctness of my actions. Now let's search the certain configuration area. The result of the comparison works in my favor. Indeed, everything is identical. In addition to the signal programs, I also see other parts of the configuration where possible differences could be detected. So that would be about familiarizing yourself with this tool in a simple scenario. But remember that many other scenarios can be more complicated. Experienced traffic engineers will surely guess.